All right, I didn't know if it would happen, but I guess it is going to happen. Back with another exciting drum video. So you 7 people out there that have been dying and waiting for me to put another video. Not 7,000. Hang on a minute. 7,000 people, of course, waiting for another drum video. The time is now. It's happening. It's right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 3 drum fills from simple songs, pop songs actually. But they're kind of cool fills. They're not too hard. Everybody can do them, but they're kind of cool and they kind of unassuming, you know. So I don't even know who the drummers are in these bands. I like all the bands, but I don't know who the drummers are. Probably never heard of them. Or maybe I have, but anyway, 3 pop songs. We're going to do a Goo Goo Dolls song called Slide. We're going to do a Paramore song called That's What You Get. And we're going to do a 5 for Fighting song called Superman. And all 3 of those songs, maybe you know, maybe you don't, but it doesn't really matter. What matters is the fill is kind of cool, and you can steal the fill and put it into whatever you want to put it into. So the first one we're going to do is a song by the Goo Goo Dolls called Slide. Actually, Slide's one of my favorite songs. Always wanted to play Slide in bands. But apparently they have these weird tunings, so you'd have to get multiple guitar setups and have a guitar just for their tuning. So apparently that's what the Goo Goo Dolls do. They do these strange tunings. So anyway, I was never able to play it in a band, but I always like playing it just for fun. So I got the chart here. I'm going to move it over, and of course I will have the chart for you. I'm going to walk through it real fast, and then we're going to play it. It's just one measure. These are all one measure. And this one starts off with a hi-hat hit, okay, on beat 1. Then it's got a little 30-second note part on the and of 1. And then it's just pretty much 16ths throughout. Really the only thing about it is this opening hi-hat riff. And then on beat 3, we have a crash cymbal, okay? And then a double kick. And then a floor tom thing, and then an accent. So it's really just 16th notes. It's 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and. That's really all it is. But it's a little bit of a double stroke on the 32nd note. So beat 1 is 1 and a. So instead of 1 and a, we're going to double those two. 1 and a. Those are the 2 32nd notes, right? 1 and a. And then we have 2 and a. We end it with the kick on the of 2. Then we crash on 3. 3 and a. And then we have sort of a unison tom thing. 4 and. Okay? So beat 1. Then 2 is 3. And then 4 and. And if we put it together, it's... One more time. Play it up to speed a little. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay? So I'm going to let the band play it, and then you're going to hear it, and then I'll play with the band, and that's it. That comes in around... Let's see where that comes in. Let me slide my iPad open. What do you think of that? Slide. Hey, Apple, you should be giving me a little something here. You know, I'm sliding my iPad open while I'm talking about Slide. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Okay, about 2 minutes, 40 seconds, something like that. So we'll, from the Dizzy Up the Girl LP, here we go, Goo Goo Dolls Slide. Okay, that was it. I'm going to back it up and just let it be played. I won't play.
Wake up where you are.
2, 3, 4. Okay, one more time. So it's... The other thing that makes it kind of cool is the bass drum. Again, anytime you do that bass drum on the right before a snare drum or a flam or something, I always think it's cool. So open hi-hat little thing, right? That's it. Goo Goo down, slide. Play it in a groove. And there you have it. Cool riff, great song. Cool drums actually all the way throughout, but that's kind of a break point. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the next one, but I've gotta find it here on my I got a slide to find it. So I'm gonna actually stop so I can get to the next one. I don't know what the next one's gonna be. I know you can't wait. Suspense. Hang on a minute. Okay, back. So Five for Fighting. I don't know why I like these guys, but some reason I do. Have no idea who the drummer is. They got these kind of piano-y, kind of poppy, kind of meandering songs, but they got cool drum parts. So I don't know who the drummer is, but well done, my friend, whoever you are. This particular fill, again, one measure, big flams, as you know, big fan. So a couple of big flams, comes in on the and a one, and it kind of introduces the drums. The drums are kind of playing little hi-hat, little cross stick thing, and then this big fill comes in, kind of, and it just sort of sets the stage for the song. But again, it's not a real heavy song at all. But it's a really nice fill. So flam on the end of one, bass drum on the end of two, 1, 2, and okay, and then 3 is another flam. And then we've got a partial 16th note triplet thing where we got the flam on 3 and then we play an antata, okay? So we've got 3, antata, 4, and, right? 3, antata, 4, and. Okay, now I'm leading with my left. You can lead with your right. And then you'd have to cross over to get that hi-hat. Okay? I don't have to because I lead with my left. And then I just move over there. You could also do a double. You can go, which I like doing too. So it's pretty easy. It's really just that 16th note triplet part on beat 3, which is just the flam on 3, and then the last part of the triplet, the antata part, which is 3, antata, 4, and then I like how it just has a clean open hi-hat on and a 4 as the ending part of the fill. So it's 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. Okay? 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. So I really like it. It's kind of clean, but I really need to move that cymbal over, I think. Okay. So we got 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And it's a nice big fill, again, to set up going into maybe a verse, or going into a chorus. It's just kind of big. This might be a little thin. Maybe you could put a bass drum underneath the hi-hat. Depends on what you want. He doesn't. He leaves that open. So again, it's 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. So I'm going to play it. And here we go.
It's not easy to be me.
3, 4. Okay, one more time. Back that up. I want to play with it.
The right to dream. It's not easy to be me.
So again, that fill is 1, 2, 4. One more time. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. If you want, you can put the bass drum again under that last and a 4 open hi-hat. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. Okay? That's it. It's not easy. 5 for fighting. Kind of a simple but effective fill. Okay, we're going to do a similar fill with the Paramore song as soon as I find it, and we'll be right back. After a brief timeout, a commercial. Let's see, who's sponsoring this show? Nobody. We're going to have to work on that. All right, back. Paramore. We've done this song a few times in rock band class, I think. Maybe. It's a good one. I like Paramore. Kind of a fun band. Some of their stuff's a little weird, but some of their stuff's kind of good. I like this one, That's What You Get. There's another one, Ain't It Fun, that I like. So there's a few. But this one's got kind of a nice riff in it. We're going to take that same triplet part from the 5 for Fighting's song, and we're going to lead off with that. So we're going to do a flam on one, and then we're going to do the second part of the 16th note triplet. So we're going to go, and the hardest part here is you're going to do the first part, the and-tut-tut part. You're going to have to do that with your foot. So you're going to have to do a double kick for those 16th note triplets. But you could always orchestrate it another way. You know, you don't have to, but I'm just trying to show you what's kind of written here. So it's 1 and-tut-tut 2. 1 and-tut-tut 2. Okay? 1 and-tut-tut 2 and 3E and 4E and So once you get to 3, it's a no-brainer. 3E and then notice he puts the backbeat back on 4, which really adds, I think, to the fill. It kind of keeps that drive going, and kind of solidifies it going into the 2 and 4 part again. So he just plays 3E and 4E and 3E and 4E and So that's from beat 3. That's the easiest part. 3E and 4E. The first part, again, is the triplet part. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and then you come back to the snare for the and of 2. 1 and 2 and 3E and 4E and 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2. Oh. No editing. This isn't Drumeo. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2. There's the hard part. 1 and 2. That's the intro. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1. I gotta remember to do the kick. Orchestrated a little different, but that's how he does it. I kind of like the kick part. That part's nice. Okay, so one more time. 1 and 2 and 4E. 1 and 2, 3 and 4E and 1. 1 and 2, 3 and 4E and 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 1 and 2, 3 and 4E and 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 1 and 2, 3 and 4E and 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 1 and 2, 3 and 4E and 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 1 and 2, 3 and 4E and 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 1 and 2, 3 and 4E and 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 1 and 2, 3 and 4E and 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 1 and 2, 3 and 4E and 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 1 and 2, 3 and 4E and 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 1 and 2, 3 and 4E and 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 1 and 2, 3 and 4E and 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 1 and 2, 3 and 4E and 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 1 and 2, 3 and decided to go. That's why we're all different. Okay, I'm going to play it. Here we go.
Here I still try, holding on to silly things I never learned. Oh, why? All the possibilities I'm sure you've heard.
One more time.
I never learned. Oh, why? All the possibilities I'm sure you've heard.
All right, I'm going to play it with him. Maybe.
I never learned. Oh, why? All the possibilities I'm sure you've heard.
Okay. There you have it. 3 easy fills in 3 songs that probably wouldn't think of have some, well, let's not say easy, nice. I like to use the term nice. I think they're nice fills. They're good fills. And they're not ultra difficult. I am going to be doing a Mike Portnoy video soon. A song called Masked, what's it called, Joe? Masked Machine. Anais, is that right? And one of my students has been working on that for a while, and we got it down pretty good. So I'm going to do a video on these 6 fills that he plays with accents. This is not a beginning video, or that one won't be. That one's pretty tough. Got some pretty hard fills in there. But this one, good for everybody. So that's what you get, Paramore. 5 for Fighting, It's Not Easy, or some people call it Superman. I believe he's talking about Superman. And I always like to refer, when someone talks about Superman, I always think they're talking about Dave Weckl. And then Goo Goo Dolls. I love the Goo Goo Dolls. Slide, Iris, one of my favorite Goo Goo Dolls songs. Kind of a slow song, but man, that's a good song. Let's check it out. Iris, slow, but really killer. Okay, so those are the 3 fills. Practice, practice, practice. Everyone should be able to play these fills. You can use them in any song you want. As a matter of fact, that one, the 5 for Fighting song is a good church song for you worship guys out there. That's a good intro. If you're looking for a worship, like an intro, that'd be a good kind of in your face, good beginning. You know, Chris Tomlin would love it. I was gonna say Punky Brewster, Lincoln Brewster. For all you youngsters out there who don't know who Punky Brewster is, I believe she later went on to play in the. Wasn't she in Big Bang Theory as well? I think she was Punky Brewster. I could be totally wrong. Maybe that wasn't Punky Brewster. I don't know. But this has really nothing to do with drumming, so I should probably get off this. Okay, practice, practice, practice. Looking forward to doing the Mike Portnoy one coming up soon. A little bit more difficult. Might take a little while to do that one, but if you're interested in it, I will break it down right here for you. So learn these 3, play them, have fun, and hopefully it won't be 6 months before I do the next one. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, out.